Twitch, say hi to YouTube. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yo, it's a COE time calculation over everything. So we're gonna do some analysis here. And this is round 4 from the Tate Memorial. Round 4, the Tate Memorial. So you saw round 1, I got the draw. Round 2, it was the draw with my boy Josh. Round 3, I lost to Ryo and that crazy knight orf, and then I got move order, put the knight on c6, should have put it on d7 or queen c7, rook c8. If you haven't watched it, make sure you go back and watch that video or the playlist in that. This is round 4. I'm coming off a loss, and I'm just like heated. In a way, I'm just like, you know, I'm about to play. I got white here. Let's just do our thing, right? And Leordis is a strong international master, I think, from Cuba. And I remember looking at his profile when I was prepping for him, is he likes to play against e4. He likes to play like the Philidor, which I don't really like to play that much against, especially if you're strong, because you know the ideas. And it's harder to play against, in fact. Even Ryo drew his Philidor. Ryo played e4. The guy I lost to in the last round, Ryo played e4. Leordis played d6, and they went into a Philidor where black was actually fine, and they ended up drawing the game. In fact, later on. So, here we go. Now, here's the move I make. Y'all know I play e4. I'll play some Jar Jar Binks London. You've seen me play c4 before. But have you ever seen me play this right here? White to move. I played knight f3 move 1. Woo! Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's that kind of chess, bro. It's new, right? You know, being flexible, right? Being universal is what Fabi says. I played knight f3, right? I played knight f3. So he goes knight f6. Y'all ready for this one, chat? Y'all ready? I play, believe it or not, b3. Let's go! Let's go! What you know about this? You don't know nothing about this. All right, so I played b3, right? I'm playing a Nimzo Larsen OTB against the international master, right? This is a different position. So, right, I go here. So I go knight f3, knight f6. I go b3. He goes b6. He goes b6, bro. My man's goes b6. Right. And he kind of like copies. So I'm like, all right, cool. I go bishop b2. He goes bishop b7. I go e3. He go g6. Then I just go d4. Bishop g7, knight b to d2. So this is a very easy plan. You can put the knights like this. You can play c4, d4. Naka has a very strong win rate with this, with the white pieces. But me, I know how I like to play. I just know how I like to play. And with a little bit of creativity, I am a big fan of obviously Richard Rapport as well, Jobava, Hikaru, creative players, right? This is a Kali Zuccatori. Exactly. Kali's setup. Kali's setup, right? Is this theory? Sort of. Yes, this is still following some theory. This is the double fin shadow setup. After knight b2, knight b to d2, there was castles by black. I go bishop d3. I just want to play e4 at some point. It does have Jobava vibes to it, like a London, Jobava London, where the bishop would be on f4 and the knight would be on c3. But Jobava London-esque in a way. I am pointing to this side of the board. Y'all know how I like to play. He go d6. I go queen e2. I want to castle queen side. He goes c5. So I'm like, cool. I'm just going to get out the way. Then takes, and then he makes an IM move that I actually saw already. He plays knight d5. So to me, I'm like, knight d5? Well, I knew this was coming because knight f4 or knight b4. Now it's white to move, chat, and y'all know what kind of chess I like to play. Aggressive chess. Shout out to Uncle Tao, or Grandfather Tao, Uncle Nesmedinov, right? Auntie Judith Pogar. These are my favorites, right? Of people that are very aggressive, so I like to follow the style as well. We train calculation training just to be even more aggressive, especially when vicious attacks come around. It is white to move. What do you play in this position? There you go. Cool. White to move. You play, bro. What you gonna play? What you gonna play? Okay, h4, h4, h3. h4, h4, and h3. h4, h4, h3. Here it is. Y'all ready, chat? Y'all ready? Here we go. Hands up. Everybody hands up in the air. Here it is. H4! H4! Send it. Send it. Send the whole cavalry. Send the ship. Send it. I'm aiming at you, big fella. I'm a vicious player. Do not let me attack you, or you're going to get attacked. We're going to bring everybody. So I go h4. He goes knight f4. Right? With the idea of, oh, he's attacking all my pieces. I go queen e3 instantly because I'm hitting the knight. And if knight to g2, well, okay, you know, what do you do? Just start a new game, bro. Queen g5 traps the knight. Believe it or not, a little bit of COE for the people in the back. Calculation over everything. Make sure you're calculating. Make sure I get merch too as well, right? COE. Always got to shamelessly plug that. COE. Calculation over everything. ShopCantyMerch.com. Back to it, right? As we calculate, this is a thing. Queen g5 is real. So he takes on d3, which is, that's the move. I take back with the queen. I'm still aiming. Yeah, he got rid of the bishop, but he also got rid of a defender of the king side. Believe it or not. So he goes knight d7. Of course, I'm about to go h5. He goes knight f6. I didn't even think twice. I'm like, I know I got to open the file. So I open the file, h takes g6, and I'm like, you know what? This just looks good. I don't even know what happens next, but this just looks good. So I played knight g5. I'm like, let's go. Like, I'm on him, my guy. I'm on him. Knight g5 with queen h3 idea. Something like this. Knight g5, queen h3, put the knight on e4, maybe play d5, sack on f6, queen h7 is going to be nasty, mate. So he goes queen d7 with the idea of queen f5 or even queen to g4. Right? You're in the house. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for the raid. I'm covering my round 4 game from my tournament before the greatest tournament I've ever played. I played in US Masters. Best tournament I've ever played, but right before that, or best result and like best, you know, result and performance of what I've done. This one is actually the tournament that prepared me for the US Masters. This is round 4. I'm playing an IM and I have white. So after queen d7, right, it's white to move here. Yeah, it was the best tournament I ever played. And but I played the US Masters. I didn't play NC Open. US Masters had like, I played 4 GMs and like 5 IMs, right, which is really crazy. Literally, it was a GM round robin for me, and I scored very well. I also gained a lot of points and did a lot better than you would expect being on paper, right? Quotation marks. So queen d7. After queen d7, the idea here is like queen f5 or queen g4, stuff like that. But it's white to move. What do you think you would play here, Check? It's white to move, and this is a tough move to make. Very tough move to make. Maybe that gives you a hint here. But I thought for a while, and I came up with a combination. White to move. White to move. Blarvo says d5. I came up with a combo. A hitting, splitting. Thanks for the follow. White to move, what do you do? The calm king b1. Very calm and subtle king b1. We got knight e4 and we have d5. Okay. Okay. Hitting before you splitting. Come on, Cougar Bay. Don't give all the secrets away. Give all the secrets away. Okay. All right, so look, check this out. I go with this move, d5. d5, and we live. If knight takes d5, well, then you have lost your absolute, right? I'm just going to take on g7 first. After king takes, then I can do something like rook h7 check, which is just completely winning. King g8, I can go queen d4, I can double the rooks. I mean, whatever you like. You know, this is losing, completely losing. So he's not going to do that. Knight takes it, and the pawn is hanging. If bishop takes d5, which I saw here, it's very strange. It's very strange because he can actually, like, what I looked at is bishop takes f6, eliminating the defender. If bishop takes, he just loses a piece. So he has to take with the pawn. And then I was going to play knight h7. Because if I take the bishop, then pawn takes, and queen takes g5, what did I get out of that? Nothing, really. And the dark square bishop's a monster. But knight h7 wins the exchange. So after bishop takes g2, I looked at knight takes f8 because I'm hitting the queen. After rook takes f8, I have to move my rook to like h2. He moves his bishop maybe somewhere back to like c6. And this is the position after all said and done. Practically, I like white's chances, but I think black is actually okay. And black can definitely play on. But white is the one, you know, maybe trying to play for a lot more here. Like, I got to open h5, play f3, probably try to double, and try to do something over here. But, I mean, the bishops are compensating for the exchange that black is down. So I saw this. I saw this in calculation. He didn't go for this. I'm assuming he saw it too. But he didn't go for it. He went for the move he wanted to play anyway, which was queen to g4, attacking the knight, stuff like that. But d5 not only had a threat of, like, you know, opening up the bishop and, like, you know, just doing stuff. It's white to move here. What do you do? My head spinning. Yeah, watch your head spinning. Watch these next moves, my guy. Hopefully you did your tactics, right? 50 away keeps the doctor, or 50 a day keeps the doctor away, as we do every day, right? In our 50 survival. It's white to move. What do you do? Was the move d5? Yeah, the move was d5. I played d5. He went queen g4, and now it's white to move again. Strong IM. He was the highest rated in our tournament. I think he was like maybe second highest rated. He was like 2380. Like, very strong international master. He was under, obviously, the qualification, which is 2400, but he's still IM. So 2380 something. Very strong IM. I'm playing white. 94. 94 is strong. Now the question is, which knight do you put on e4? If you're going to put a knight on e4, because you are saying 94, but you're not specifying which knight. Knight d to e4. Okay. Actually, okay. Anybody else? We have. Actually, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Knight d to e, and then actually, I don't know. Okay, rook h3, bishop takes f6. Okay, well, after rook h3, you know what I mean? Rook h3, queen takes g5. Garbage. It's gonna be a long night. Bruh. It's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long night. Right. Rook h3 is not it. Rook h3 is not it. But after queen g4, oh, the vibes, what up, Preston? Appreciate it. I tried. You definitely tried. You definitely tried there, but that's just not it. Rook h3 is not going to do it. But what will do it is knight d to e4. Knight d to e4 for the score. So here's a lot. Here's a lot that happens here. So knight d to e4, right? In this move here, what he did was take on d5. But I was actually looking at everything. So what happens on, first off, knight takes, d5 runs into the same idea. After bishop takes, king takes, I go rook h7. Then I'm doubling rooks, and this is just game over. Like, come on now. Right, we don't want that. So if you do knight takes e4, which is very nice, I take knight takes e4. I take back with the knight. So I have this very strong pawn on d5 that is now defended by the queen and the rook. Oops, sorry, that's like the code thing. You know, you like right-click by accident. So, all right, this is defended by a lot. And if he takes on g7, which is very possible, I do king takes, and the problem is I have an open H file. I mean, I can play rook h3 doubling. I can play queen d4 at some point. It's hard for black to even do anything. And you got rid of this dark square bishop. The knight's not even on f6 anymore. The bishop is terrible. This is great for white. Engine says this is +3. Right? I'm not even up anything. +3. Right. So very good position. So he can't take the knight. So what he chose was bishop takes d5. Here come the tactics, chat. Knight takes f6. He takes with the bishop. We take the bishop. He takes back. Knight h7, hitting the rook. Knight's hitting f6. You saw this before d5? I did, Ipsy. I did. I saw a lot of this before d5. And you have to remember, right? COE is real, bro. COE. Wait till you see my first game of the last tournament, US Masters, right? The reason why I say that is because it was purely calculation. Purely calculation to take down a very strong grandmaster. All right, so I'm like, it's literally COE, bro. Literally COE. I saw a lot of this, like majority of this. So I played knight h7. Right now he plays queen f4 check. I go king here, and he takes on g2. Oh my goodness, chat! I'm telling you, you need to be in the lab doing tactics every day. Every day is not enough. Of the tactics you need to be doing. This right here is game over right now. It's game over. But why to move? You have to find a sequence. I don't want the move. I want the sequence of moves. If you can find it, it's right to move. But this is GG, and he went right into it, as I expected him to as well, because you have to see move number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to see move number 5 here, which is actually 10 ply. 10 ply, basically what ply is like every 2 moves equals 1. But in chess, like for me, when I'm thinking about you make a move, that's two moves. I make a move, that's one. You make a move, that's two. That's how humans like, you know, the ply thing is strange, right? So really, it's like 10 moves in a way. I make a move, you make a move. Because in calculations, there is no ply. You're calculating move after move. So 10 moves here. On the 10th move, right, there is something that you do here. It's white to move. It's insane. It's insane. Insane, bro. White to move. Knight takes f8. Bishop takes h1. Knight takes g6. Okay. Pretty nice, Max. It's pretty nice. Queen c3 ideas. Yes, Queen c3. I don't know the line. In fact, Hans is Hans name right here with the rook g1. Yeah, rook g1. All right, the move actually is Queen c3. In fact, because I want to play knight f6. If you take on h1, obviously it's knight f6. Easy. It's knight f6. Come on, bro. Come on. Showing the rest of it. King g7. I can go knight h5. I can go knight e8. Now this is mating, but knight h5 is like if you miss the mate or whatever, you can just take the free queen. Easy, you're not losing this, right? So he goes the correct move, which is queen e5. And when he played queen e5, I knew it was over. I was like, oh, it's over. It's over, bro. It's over right now. It's over, bro. 2380. Going down right now. International Master about to go down right now. White to move. White to move, Chad. White to move. Knight f6. But okay, but what's the sequence, MC? Knight f6, I go king g7, and then? And then? You need to be precise. Knight f6, king g7. Knight f6, king g7, rook d6, pretty sure is a win from dark end. Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go, chat. It's still looking. It's complicated. This is not easy. You gotta be doing a lot of tactics for this. Some knight f6 line, right? Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Let me show you calculation. Let me show you some real COE right now. Thanks for the follow, Mass Brown 18. So, knight f6 is correct. King g7, rook h7. There you go. Okay, rook h7s. There it is. If you said rook h7, you know what I mean? Clap it up. Get him off the screen. That's not a move. What are you talking about? Ha ha. Ha ha. Got him. Got him. Right. Rook h7 after king takes, right? Then rook d6. And I looked at this in calculation. And when his king went to f5, I was like, bro, what do I do? Garbage. What do I even do? The engine says this is a draw. This is an absolute draw. You literally don't have anything. You have nothing. And I sacked. And I was like, wow, this doesn't work. In calculations, like it doesn't work. Right, you can go queen d3 check, right? And go king g5. I'm out the way. What, queen d2? Oh, okay, that's cute. That's cute. Right, queen f4, and you're like losing. You're like losing now. With his king on g5, believe it or not. This was insane to me. So what I had to do was look at everything. And the move that wins is, somebody spotted it, is this right here. I played this on the board. Oh my goodness. Imagine playing this on the board. I played this move right here. Rook d6. Rook d6 on the board, bro. Because if you take rook h7 as mate, the queen is hanging. The queen is hanging. Right? This is a nuts move, bro. This is so sick. This is probably my best game besides the GM game of round 1 of the US Masters. This was like the best game I ever played. Like rook d6 here, bro. The queen hanging. The queen is hanging. Both queens are hanging right now. Setting puzzles on the board. Exactly. What if bishop h1? I want you to tell me what happens on bishop h1. Bruh. I want you to tell me what you do on bishop h1. Okay, look at the board and you tell me what happens on bishop h1. Okay. Okay. Just take the queen. Right. Just take the queen. You know what I mean? Right. Yeah, you just take the queen. Let's take the queen. Right. My bad. Right. You just take the queen. That's it. Rook takes d6. So I play rook d6, and like, yeah, he was just shook after that. I mean, you could tell. Just, I mean, just, you know, facial expressions and everything. I mean, I'm just trying to understand. I'll be the same way. Like, if somebody hit me with this move, I'm like, oh, all right, bro, let's just get this off the screen fast. Like, I'm gonna probably resign now because I don't want to even just look at the next moves here. This is rough. Rook d6. If queen takes queen, rook h7. Boom. That's checkmate in one. Nasty. Right? If queen takes rook, I have knight e8 at the very least. Right? But I also can just mate once again. Rook h7. Mate on the move. Oh, it's nasty, right, Yuri? This is my favorite game of the year, besides the GM I beat in the first round, U.S. Masters. Like, this is nasty. This is sick, bro. This is sick. How is that, mate? After queen takes rook h7, I want you to look at this rat, dude. King takes, you can't do. King can't go to any of these squares due to the rook, and the rook is defended by the knight on f6. It is absolutely mate. Did he resign? No, he played a few more moves. So after he goes king g7, I go rook d6, boom, and it's on the board. And the problem is, if you defend the mate, the queen is hanging. Your queen is the main thing. The queen is absolutely hanging right now. That's the problem. And there's mate on the board, right? There's mate on the board, and the queen is hanging at the same time. Can you play out the last few? Oh, yeah, this is what he did. He played rook e8, which is a move I didn't even see. I was like, whoa, hey, bro, I didn't even see that. Bruh. Relax. But I was like, okay, well, this is completely winning. So let me just finish this out. And I looked around, and I was like, what else do I have? Engine gives mate in 21 here. That's crazy. I ain't seen no mate in 21. But I definitely saw a way here to easily just win the game, which was rook h7 check. Right. And then, oh, he resigned. He resigned right here. He resigned because I'm like clicking next. Because the next move, he resigned because after king f8, this is knight d7. I just pick up the queen. Let's pick up the queen here. This was my next move. I was thinking black was going up. Yeah, this is my next move. Knight d7, I was going to pick up the queen. Very nasty. And I was like, yo. So I tried this again. I actually tried this again in the tournament. Because I'm like, bro, that's, you know. But this is not, I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't supposed to play what I did. I wasn't supposed to play this. But I know my style. Bruh. If I could play h4, h5, the bishops are pointing here. You got to do that at some point, right? So I castled. Everything's ready. He moved the knight away. Man, I'm going for it. h4, queen up, got rid of a piece. You got a piece hanging. This is why he went knight b7, to get a piece over here to defend this side of the board. h5, it's a little bit too late, my guy. We did open the file with a smile. Knight g5, and we live, right? It's about to get crazy. Queen h3, almost mate. So he goes queen d7, stopping all of this action over here. I go d5, knight e4. Take those. We in the crib now. And then you have to find queen c3. This is the move that you have to find. This is the move that you have to find. Queen c3, queen e5, hitting, splitting, and this is game over. This is 25 moves, right? International Master 2380. Very strong player. We was able to pull out the game. The game ended right here, actually at 26 moves. Rook h7. And that was it, guys. This was round 4. I was hyped. This was game of the tournament, bro. I mean, sheesh. Take down one of the highest rated players in our section. And that was it, guys. This is round 4, so we're going to cover round 5 tomorrow. Hopefully y'all learned from it. It was very nice attacking chess there. Wicked attack there. So hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and make sure y'all get this merch over here, COE, as well. I'll see y'all on the next one.